Identify the critical points, intervals of increasing and or decreasing, and any local extrema for the function f of x equals 2x cubed minus 18x. All right, so in order to do all this, we're going to find the first derivative, right? So we'll take f prime of x. In this case, we just got a polynomial, so we can use the power rule for each term, bring down the 3, so that becomes 6x squared, and the derivative of 18x is just 18. All right, here we go. This is our first derivative. So now we got to set this derivative equal to 0 and solve, right? In this case, once again, we got a polynomial, so it makes it a little bit easier. We'll factor out the 6 first. And we get something like this. And in this case, right, we remember this is not, right, this is just a coefficient, right? So 6 is not a critical number, right? We got to set x squared minus 3 equal to 0. In this case, I'll use the square root property. I'll add the 3 to both sides. I'll take the square root of both sides. I get plus or minus x is equal to radical 3, so x is plus or minus radical 3. I have two critical numbers here, right? Now, once again, this is a polynomial, okay? So no hidden tricks here, right? We're just going to have two critical numbers. So in this case, we'll just make a number line, right? Or you can make a table if you want. Negative radical 3 and positive radical 3. Okay, so we are breaking up this function into 3 different intervals, right? Negative infinity, negative rad 3, and then from negative rad 3 to radical 3, and then from rad 3 to infinity, right? And it's either going to be positive or negative, which means it's either going to be increasing or decreasing, right? So rad 3 is about 1.7 or so. So I'll just put in, I don't know, it doesn't really matter, right? Let's plug in negative 5. We'll plug in 0, that's easiest, and plug in like, I don't know, 7, right? So what is f prime of negative 5? Okay, now you realize that the number itself doesn't really matter, right? All that matters is the answer positive or negative or not, right? So I'll just plug it in here. Okay, so negative 5 squared is 25, minus 3 is 22 times 6. That's a really big number, but I know it's positive. Okay, plug in 0 in here. 0, or f prime of 0, I guess. We should write that out, right? That because negative 18 is negative. And f prime of 7, same thing. 49 minus 3 is 46. 46 times 6 is a really big number. Doesn't matter. It's positive. Okay. So this interval is positive. This interval is negative. Right. Every number here is going to give us a positive result, which means that this function is increasing from negative infinity to negative 3. Union, rad 3 I should say, right? And radical 3 to infinity. And we are decreasing from negative rad 3 to rad 3. Now what happens at negative rad 3 though? It does change from increasing to decreasing. So that means we have a local max, right? A local max at x equals negative rad 3. And at radical 3, it's changing from decreasing to increasing. That's a local min, right? So we have a local min at x equals positive radical 3.